I'm Steve Jones. I'm a flight paramedic with London's Air Ambulance charity. I've been with the charity for 20 years now. So we are primarily a trauma service. The area we cover is 620 square miles of London, so that's basically within the M25. We are on call for anyone who's had serious trauma. So whether they've been involved in a road traffic accident, they've fallen off a building, they've been shot, stabbed. These are the sickest patients in London that we're looking for. An ambulance is already going to assist them anyway, but we're going to add an extra layer of clinical care. So the team's made up of a trauma paramedic and an experienced trauma doctor. The things that affect us really are the PPE. It's not that we haven't got it, we have got it, but working in PPE is incredibly difficult. We're already wearing our own PPE, which is our flight suits, which are flame retardant. On top of that layer, we've got our gowns that we're putting on. We're putting double sets of gloves on. We're putting a mask on, glasses, and a shield as well. So that, inherently, that's going to cause our body temperature to rise anyway. Plus, we're working the filtered mask that we wear to protect us. It's like sucking through a straw. It's really hard work because everyone's wearing the same PPE, if you like. It's identifying people is really difficult. So although you're with your mate as your doctor, with all the ambulance service that are there, they're all wearing the same PPE. So they're not. You can't see their faces. So it's a completely different way of working that we've never experienced before. My other role, I work for the London Ambulance Service. I got employed in 1988, so 33 years ago. It's my 33rd year. I'm a motorcycle paramedic covering sort of the West End and parts of South East London. Exactly the same as any other fast response unit that you'd see around London. So normally they're in cars, but because the density of traffic in London, a motorbike is far quicker to get straight up to the patient. I'm really lucky that I do 50% London's Air Ambulance, 50% London Ambulance Service. So, and that's why my work life is split. Yeah, so 50% of the flight paramedic's role is non-clinical. So we work in the ambulance service control. London Ambulance Service on routine stuff, like this time last year, we were taking about 5,500 calls a day. We're the busiest ambulance service in the world. When the Covid-19 first started, we were taking nearly 8,000 calls a day. And that's on New Year's Eve, we'll maybe take 6,500 calls on New Year's Eve, which is the busiest day of the year. So nearly 8,000 calls was unprecedented. Unprecedented. You can hear this all the time, but it is unprecedented. You ring 999, you'll get answered by a call taker who will ask you a series of questions. Now, from the other side of it, some of those questions you might not think that are important. You just want an ambulance to get there. But the reason the call takers are asking these questions are so we get the right help to you. So while these calls have been taken, the flight paramedic will sit and listen to the call. And we can make in our mind's eye, right, what's going on? Is this something that we can send the advanced trauma team to or not? You'll be asked for your phone number. And then I can ring you back. And then I can ask you some extra questions, which will help me. And the other thing as well with that, if you still can't describe what I want to know, we have a facility called Good Sam that we can send a text to your phone. We can open your camera with your permission, that is, and then you can show us what's going on. Nothing's recorded and it's completely free. But so in the control room, I can look at the screen and see what you're seeing on the scene. That will give me an idea of like, right, this is a big road traffic accident where there's lots of damage, but there's no one injured at all. So it's great. Okay, I can move on to the next call. Or actually, This is a single vehicle where the driver is unconscious and they've got an occluded airway, and they've got multi-system trauma. That's like, right, that's for us, and we can dispatch the team. Listening to the information that the caller is giving us. We're listening to the background noise as well. So if you are making a call and there's someone's falling downstairs and they're unconscious, and I hear snoring in the background. Snoring's bad. That's what I'm told by my missus anyway. I don't think it's bad. But snoring is bad for a patient with a head injury, because it means their airway is occluded in some way. So they're not getting as much oxygen into their body as what they need. So if I can hear that in the background, that's something that's like, oh, hang on, this is something that we're really interested in. This is something that we can assist here. We can give an anaesthetic on scene for this patient and protect their airway and protect their brain from swelling as well. So yeah, essentially that's what we're doing. 12 hours a day, sat in the control room, listening to people who are making the calls for their loved ones on the worst day possible. So it's quite emotional sometimes, listening to people giving advice how to resuscitate their loved one until the ambulance service arrives. It's that side of it. It's quite emotive. Continue doing what you're doing. Look after yourself. Listen to the advice. The social distancing is important. You want to support us, but you're locked in at the moment. What can I do? Get in touch with our charity team.